What's up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, back for another video. And in this video, I show you my 2020 income report for November. Now, you want to recall that while you are going to see some pretty decent numbers, they by no means are meant to discourage you in any sort of way. That's why I kind of like to classify this more as an effort report, so you can see how hard I hustled in order to achieve this. And gradually, over the scope of time, you will see this increase, because everything snowballs together and everything is meant to come together. Now, these are the very same techniques that I teach you for your KDP business, as well as your merch business and all that other good stuff. And as usual, if you like the content, please subscribe. I hardly ever ask, but I'm gonna ask right now. And without further ado, let's go ahead and do this and show you what I made in the month of November. Now, you will notice a couple of pretty interesting things. So I'm pretty pumped up. My cat is not pumped up at all, but let's just do this. All right, so here we are, and the first thing that I'm going to hit on is, I know that there was a lot of funny comments last time when I did the actual income report for October. People were like, wow, are you in the training business or are you in the selling business? And I pointed out, I was like, hello, my product sales were twice as high as the actual training thing. Like, I don't understand. Maybe math is different in different parts of the world. I don't get it. But anyways, this time around, you will also see something similar. My products still sell just as much. However, there will be a big change come December because I am completely out of inventory. As I told you guys, I have a business caught up in a lawsuit, so not going to be able to actually see the really huge numbers that I've had in the past. And we're talking about as much as like 800,000 and $1 million in a single month. That's not going to happen this time around. That's all right. We've got to rebuild from scratch. We very well know that. And I'm going to show you guys how you too can start from scratch just by following along as I do this and explaining some of the core principles that help you be successful in business from now until the end of time for yourself. So let's go ahead and first talk about the number one thing that I made money on last time, which is the Amazon Mastermind. Now, while that Mastermind does run 4 times a year, right now nothing is running, and one will not start for another couple months. So what I've got going on right now is my reselling group, which just went live. So we just allowed people in there for beta for about a month and a half to 2 months, but now it's switched to paid, and we've had quite a few people sign up. I expect a lot more once we cut off service to those people that were in there for free and they didn't follow some of the success rules. There are some rules that you have to follow in order to be part of that group. They didn't do it. So now what's going to happen is they're going to get taken out, and some of them will have to pay to come back in. So while I'm not going to show you the total numbers, I will go through here and show you what actually happened as a result. So we could see that right here, there was a bunch of signups here, 39, 495, 39, and pretty much all these 4 pages are signups for that actual group, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to have these IDs, this customer information blurred out, so you won't be able to see that, but you will see that stuff is selling, and we've got quite a few sales for that, and I expect the sales to continue as a lot of people are having success. Let me kind of just briefly show you guys the success that people are having in that group. Okay, so here is the group, and what you could see is, if we go into the actual success channel, you could see all the posts for people that have actually had success. So people buying things, people selling things, people absolutely excited for the simple fact that they're in here and they're in here to make money. And they've been in here for a total of almost 2 months, and already a lot of them are showing some pretty good sales. So it's very exciting for me to be able to have this as a passion project and help others make a lot of money and be able to live out their dream lifestyle, which is working from the comfort of their own home, just kind of like how I'm doing. So again, that's the number one thing that I've been doing in terms of effort. And as you can see, it's starting to pay off. And I will make this bold prediction. Next month, you're going to see an astronomical rise in the actual amount made here, solely because of the fact that, remember, I'm using one of those business assets that I talked about in the previous video, which is network and connections, in order to help launch this. So I'm taking it to an affiliate, and I really feel that he could sell about 100 of these with his eyes closed. So I'll let you guys know the progress on that, and we'll see what happens when some big money is being made. Now let's go to business number 2, which is the actual reselling itself. I also predicted on last time's Resell Live that was going to drastically go up this week because of the simple fact that we are pretty much in the gist of Christmas and people are buying things like crazy. So let's have a look and see what people have actually bought this week. I'm gonna head on over to eBay and we're gonna have a look and see what's going on my actual eBay and what I'm selling. And you're gonna see, as I said before, a drastic amount. In the past 31 days, it's at 4,057, and I predict that should be about 10 to 15,000 by the end of the month, solely because it is December, and we can see that what people have actually ordered. And you'll also notice that people are ordering things pretty quickly. So these are awaiting shipment. Here are all the orders, as we've actually gotten a lot of them out. But these Thrustmaster joysticks, 4 sold just like that, as well as this T-Flight Logitech G Pro Flight Yoke System Controller. And I'm telling you guys, Pokemon is fire right now. These Kanto things were listed for a minute and they all sold out instantaneously. So it's nothing like I've ever seen before, other than 20 years ago when I used to sell Pokemon like crazy. So if you're not already in Pokemon, I do recommend that you take a look at our server, because we have an entire server dedicated to Pokemon alone, and that's only going to expand as time rolls around, and more people are going to start making a lot of money with Pokemon. That's my prediction. Another bold prediction, but I don't think it's even that bold, because Pokemon is fire right now. So that is reselling. You see the totals. Now, the Amazon Mastermind will be back soon, so I will already have to start marketing for that, writing emails, doing webinars, doing all sorts of things for that actual event, which again, every 3 months, it's almost expected to be able to bring in $50,000 in revenue for that actual event. So that's a nice $200K in total on the year that I do get as a result of just building my online presence and selling this product for somebody else. Again, a skill set that you can have. It's one of the essential skill sets that I talked about in the last video. When you have a skill set and you learn it, you can take it to other people and help them sell their products and or services that they cannot sell. It's a skill set you can take to the grave, pretty much. Next product I want to talk about is my FBA products, and while we're done with those, and they're pretty much all sold out, here are the numbers for the month of November. So they are right here. Do not pay attention to the ROI. That's completely off. That takes into consideration some ads, but not a lot of other actual expenses. So altogether, the ROI is probably much higher. The margin is about 20%, but in total, the gross sales were $96,707.60, and everything ran out. Like shit ran out. We had to refund a lot of Shopify orders because people were going crazy trying to order on there, and it became a headache. So now, luckily, we don't have to worry about that because we got everything turned off and there's nothing left to sell. So that is the FBA store. All right, on YouTube, here's what happened on YouTube. You can see that for the month of November, there was a total of 61,000 views, 5.5 thousand hours watched, 1,000 subscribers, or 987 subscribers, which is not a lot, but I definitely never asked for a subscriber. You guys just sort of decide to subscribe on your own. I pretty much leave that out every single time, other than this time, which I did ask you. And then the estimated revenue was $1,246.61, which is up significantly from last time, but that's primarily because of the fact that I was loading up 6 to 7 videos a week, which I did make another video about the fact that I'm not going to do that anymore unless I've got a lot to say that week, which happens a lot. But if I go out drinking, hitting the tequila hard, hitting some vodka hard, chances are Saturday and Sunday, you're not going to see a single thing from me, because I'm going to be asleep, laying down, anxious as hell because I just got lit. So I apologize for that, but that's part of the fun that I like to do on a weekly basis. So you won't see that many videos from me on the weekend, but you will see them full time on the weekday as long as I'm alive and kicking. So that was a nice change and a nice amount up. Now, I did not calculate how much I make in additional revenue, like affiliate and all that good stuff, but it's a pretty decent amount. I will start to try to do that next time, but it didn't feel like going out there and calculating all that for this video alone. So let's talk about a couple other things that I did make a decent amount on this time around. The turkey shirt on merch went viral, and a couple other shirts on merch went viral. So that's going to be a nice payout. I haven't looked exactly how much, as we're still in the gist of Christmas, and I do have a lot of Christmas shirts that also go viral. So again, those shirts I don't have the numbers for, and my KDP totals were pretty nice. Although again, like I said, nothing over $1,000 yet, but I haven't actively worked on either of those businesses. These products that are sitting there are products that I originally loaded, and they're just selling extremely well now. And all that was just one good spurt of loading a bunch of crap up on Amazon and then doing some advertising, and then it stuck and I made money, which is fantastic. Particularly the turkey shirts and all the other shirts that go viral. So again, like I said before, we are straight in the middle of Christmas. You can hear us printing off labels, doing shipping in the background. I'm sorry for the noise, but that's just the way it's got to be. We got to get out there and hustle. If you're not hustling hard enough, you definitely want to try to hustle a little more. So questions in our comments, post them below. I always personally answer them. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.